Alright, guys, today is Sunday, the 24th of February. This video is going to go over the trades that I did Thursday, February 22nd, 2008, going over Netflix and Nvidia trades as I posted in the Facebook group. And I had a couple people ask me to go over these trades, so this is how I'm going to set it up today. I'm going to have the SPY up here, and I'm going to have Netflix on the left and Nvidia on the right. Just going to focus on these two for the day. And from this point on, this is going to be my trade setup. I found that trading, usually I'll have 5 up here when I'm day trading, but you know, lately with all the craziness of the SPY and how things been going, found that reducing your focus down to just a few stocks, even just one stock, is going to make you a lot more profitable than having the distractions of 5 different stocks, especially lately that the market's been moving sporadically and a lot of stocks have been um, going away from their trends and moving in directions that they're not really used to. So Netflix and Nvidia used to move almost exact to each other on the price action, and now they kind of separated, and sometimes they'd go in the opposite direction. So I find that right now in this time, it's better to focus on just 1 to 2 stocks to day trade, that is. So before the day starts, we got to go and find our support and resistance lines. So let's see, right here at the top of this gap, just going to go and put our support. This is going to be major support. So our major support there. We have our major resistance right here at the high. For Netflix. So 284.61. Let's see, it closed at 284.59. So that's about right. All right, we have some support right here. $267. About right there. We have some support right there. And we have some support right here. Let's see, right here, we got some support right there. All right, and this was resistance, and now this is support. About right. Right there. About right there. Yeah. All right. So we got Netflix done on the major supports on the day, the daily chart, and let's go down to the 5-minute chart. Okay. So as we can see, the lines that we put in, so the major resistance looks like it's pretty good. Major support looks, or that's not major support, that's regular support. That looks all right. That looks all right. So we see some pre-market action right here. And so let's see, like that. So we're going to add that as support as well. Pre-market. Okay, got that. Okay, there's it's getting near that resistance up here, but We already have that there, so let's just not worry about that right now. And let's go to NVIDIA. Okay, so NVIDIA, we have major resistance right here. Let's see. Okay, we already have some lines in here. 217 and 214. Those are major supports. That was from a previous breakout that NVIDIA had. So let's go and put our resistance line, major resistance line right there. Edit properties. Okay. So there's our major resistance line, right? And then we have some pretty good support right here. Pretty good support right there. I want to say that's pretty it's pretty solid support. About 227. It's pretty solid support right there. About 237. There's some support right there too. 238. About 230. Yeah. About right there. About right there. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so let's go down to the 5-minute on there. Okay, so we have our resistance right here, and that's pretty good resistance. As you can see, it bounced right off and then became support, but then broke down and became resistance again. Okay, and let's see. We get some pre-market support right there. All right, and that one is pretty much that's pretty close, and that's pretty nice right there. All right, so we got our Netflix, we got our Nvidia, and this is our SPY. This is our whole market right here. SPY, that is the entire market, S&P 500 basically. So we look at the chart. See right here we have an uptrend, and then we have a break of the uptrend, and we have some bearish candles. So don't pay attention to that. That's today. But this is an extremely bearish candle. This is a neutral candle. So this bearish candle, this basically means that the market opened right here at 271, and it got pushed high to about 274. Well, actually the high was 274.72, and then it got pushed all the way down and closed at 270. That's extremely bearish, right? So what we're coming into the day with a mindset that yesterday was extremely bearish. So that might continue today. But we always got to wait for the first two candles. So let's see. We got our support and resistance levels. Let's see how the day goes. All right. So on the SPY here, we have some support right here. And you can see that this support goes all the way back down here and even over here. Hits there, hits there, hits there. That's support. And also hits over here. Support, support, support. Pre-market. So you could see the day before it just sold off. Okay, hit the support, bounced up, almost hit that support again. Okay, so now we got all our support and resistance lines. So let's start the day. All right. So Netflix, Nvidia. So Nvidia, red candle, Netflix, green candle. So we got to wait for the first two candles. Let's see, back that up. Okay. So now Nvidia turned green, Netflix is red. Got to wait for the first two candles though. SPY is green. So we want to get our trades ready. So Netflix, trades ready. Okay, so far, Netflix came up and hit resistance and came back down. Okay, Nvidia is nowhere near the areas. Let's see. Okay. SPY looking strong. Netflix looking bearish. Nvidia looking neutral. That's why we got to wait for the two candles. Because this is telling me that the market is strong. This is telling me that Netflix is weak. And this is telling me that it doesn't even know where we're going. So the first candle got made. So we're going to make our support and resistance on that candles. We're going to do that for everyone, the SPY included, because the SPY is the sentiment of the market, telling us where the market's going. So Netflix is going down. Nvidia is going down. So let's get our puts ready. So it's at 280. So about 285. So get our two ready. Let's see. Let's wait for the close. It's pretty much, unless it turns around really hard, that's going to be red. And that one, it's going to close below our support right here. But remember, okay, so that's red, that's red. So let's get this one in. Okay, got that one in. Okay. So remember, when we have a red and a green, even though this is bearish because it's under our support, we got to wait for this one. All right, Netflix, this one closes below our support and below this resistance. We're going to go on the full 10 on Netflix. Nvidia looks like it's coming back up. If it closes above there, we won't be in any position yet. If it closes below our support, we'll get in 5. The SPY looks like it's losing steam. So that's a good thing if we're going to be playing puts. If we're playing puts, then we want this to come down, because that means the whole market as a whole is coming down, which brings us more steam downward in our two stocks that we're looking at. So Netflix looks like it's coming back up. So it needs to close above this support in order for us to get to be on caution. And if it closes above this, then we close out. So NVIDIA closed above resistance, and it closed above both resistance right here. So if this closes above here in the green, then we'll go with calls. But it's looking weak. It's looking weak, and there's actually resistance. Let's see. That's right. There's resistance right here. 245.32. There we go. So if it hits this resistance and comes back down, we'll get some puts in that. That's where I got the puts at. I remember correctly. I remember it couldn't pass the resistance at 245.32, and that's when I entered my position. So Netflix couldn't pass this resistance, and it's coming back down. So that's a good sign, and the market's falling. That's another good sign on our puts. So it hit 245, couldn't come back. So we're going to put our full position on Netflix. And NVIDIA, 243. We're going to put 5 on. Okay. So Netflix needs to stay under this resistance, and if it closes underneath here, needs to stay underneath this resistance as well. It's the SPY. It would be nice if it breaks this support and goes under, but we'll be watching it. So once NVIDIA breaks these two supports and goes underneath that, we'll put on our full position. So Netflix just broke under this support. So that's great. Let's look at how much it's bringing in. So it looks like I sold 2 puts instead of buying 2 puts. Well, that's not good. So, all right. We made a mistake. Well, I made a mistake. So, what I got to do is act like I'm really trading and close out my mistakes and put on what I actually wanted to put on. So, I'm going to take a loss. And I'm going to take a small profit on NVIDIA. And then I'm going to put on what I originally wanted to put on. I'm going to buy 5. Netflix. We're going to buy 280, 285. Going to buy 10 mid. All right. So NVIDIA hasn't broken through this support yet. SPY is bouncing back. Netflix is still down. Looks like it's finding some support right here at this level. We'll see if it maintains that. NVIDIA looks like it might be breaking through. Once that breaks through, we'll put on the additional 5. Netflix, we already have our full position on. NVIDIA is the only one that we only have half position on, waiting for it to break through this support. So Netflix looks like it's finding some support in this area right here. So it just broke through this resistance. See if it maintains that. So it's going down. So a reason why I got those trades wrong and why I sold them instead of buying them is because I do all my charting on TD, but I do my trading on Tastyworks. It's a different broker, but I love the charting on TD, Thinkorswim. It's the charting and tools that it has is great. I just use another broker for my actual trades. I use TD a little bit, but not too often. So let's see here. NVIDIA looks like it's coming back up with the SPY. As you can see, when the SPY started to turn around, everything started to turn around. That's why we take a look at the SPY. Because even though these two were really green and shooting up, and these ones weren't, these ones were pretty much selling off. Kind of both of them kind of made lows. When this started going weak, this one started coming weak too a little bit, but then when it started to turn around and go back up, everything else started to go back up. So here's NVIDIA trying to hit past this resistance again. Now we won't close out until it breaks through that resistance and closes above it. And if it does that, then we'll get out. It just broke through it, but it needs to close above it. And this one needs to break through here and close above it. and break through here and close above it because we got in around this area. So if it, that's our, once it breaks that, that's our caution, and then it breaks this, this is our get out. So Nvidia is looking strong right here, but the market's selling off now. It couldn't pass this resistance. So let's see if the same thing happens here and here. So Netflix is coming back down. So I should be negative in my trades right now. So with my Netflix, I'm down 600, and my Nvidia, I'm down 600. So I'm down $1,200 right now. So Nvidia couldn't break through and close with this candle, but it's trying to on this candle. And Netflix couldn't break through either of these candles, and it just hit below resistance on this candle and it's headed back down. So that got rejected. It's going to stay in this channel maybe. We're hoping for it to break through the downside, because that would be good for our puts. Netflix looking like it's going down in the direction we want it. So 305 now, 525 now. So it looks like it's weakening. So I believe at this point, where I see it's fighting and it can't break through this resistance, and then it's fighting and it can't break through the resistance. And if this one tries and fights, tries to break through the resistance and it doesn't get it, that's when I would put my put on, because it's showing extreme weakness. And we look at the overall market, and the market's showing weakness as well. Came all the way up here, broke through this resistance strong, and then sold off hard. It sold off real hard and bounced off of support, came back up, sold off again. So that's weakness. Netflix looking like it's gonna try to break through this resistance again. Let's look at Nvidia trying to break through again. Also the SPY trying to break through that upper resistance again. And they looks like they're all gonna fail. Oh, Nvidia, it broke through. Let's see if that one continues or if that one sells off. Oh, this one closed above our resistance. See if it could break through this resistance. The SPY try to break through that resistance as well. See what happens here. These are all at our resistance levels right here. All three. If the SPY can break through, these can too. If the SPY doesn't break through, these won't. Nvidia selling off, Netflix selling off. SPY should be selling off soon too. And there's SPY selling off. Didn't have enough strength. And this is where I would buy more NVIDIA. Okay, selling off, selling off, selling off. So Netflix, I'm negative 930. NVIDIA, I'm negative 415. So negative $1,100 right now. But everything's telling me that it's weak. The market's weak. Price action's weak. If we look here, this looks like it's forming a bear flag. So put those in parameters. Okay. So let's make that another color that we could really see. All right. All right. So this looks like a bear flag is forming. Confirmation will be a break to the downside. A break to of this would confirm a bear flag. But as you can see, our resistance right here, if we pull that a little bit more, this hit that and it's coming back down. SPY broke above this resistance and it looks like it's coming back into this channel though. NVIDIA is still weakening, just slowly. This SPY candle improves each one of these. You could see. But Can't maintain it. Market's weak. It's coming back down into this channel. NVIDIA, here we go. Netflix too. Let's see where we're at. Netflix down 1,000. NVIDIA down 140. So we're still at about $1,100 loss. We bought Netflix about right here. So once it gets down right here, we should be break even. Let's see. I think it just popped up. Yeah, it popped up. Okay, let's extend these. There we go. Oh, looks like the SPY used that as support and it broke above. Giving power to NVIDIA again. But if this doesn't break, we're fine. Netflix, since we have this resistance now, if it breaks this and it breaks that, then we'll get out. But if it breaks to the downside, we're good. So usually in a bear flag, what happens is there's a big candle down and then consolidation upwards and then a drop. It's about 8 o'clock. So hour and a half almost. And there's some consolidation everywhere, but in a bearish manner. So Netflix is down here about where we bought it. So 405. So then we must have bought it down here. But it didn't break our resistance yet. So let's see. 405. NVIDIA 190. 355. Okay, so it looks like it's see if it bounces off this as support and comes back up or breaks to the downside. SPY shot up, but it's losing value. Shot up all the way to 272.34. Then it's losing steam. As this loses steam, everything else will lose steam. Netflix breaking our bear flag. We should be break even now. Yep, we're up 45 bucks. NVIDIA hitting support. We want to see that break. SPY hitting support. We want to see that break. And there goes. If this candle closes below, as it just did, that's confirmation that this is our bear flag and this downtrend will continue. But if it does come back up, it's going to hit this resistance. It's going to hit this resistance and then come back down. NVIDIA closed below our support, but SPY is bringing it back up to life. You could see almost the same candles. All three of them. Almost the same candles. This is why we watch the SPY. Because even though it's not acting in the direction of the SPY, you could see when the SPY has strong moves and weak moves, these ones act very similar. So this one's going to come, hit that resistance, and come back down. Hit that resistance. So now this is our resistance, and this is our stop loss. So once this closes above this, we would be on caution, and if it closed above this, we would get out. NVIDIA held that support. SPY held that support. See what happens. SPY hit that support and came up back up. Look at these candles. They look just like this one. Just like it. It's breaking that. It's breaking that. Almost exactly the same candles. That's why we have the SPY on. Even though we're not trading the SPY, and we're only trading these two, so Netflix reached above our stop loss, but came back down. And now the SPY is weakening a little bit. So the same candles there. Remember, we got to be patient. Patient trader is a successful trader. This resistance is holding up. That's what we want. NVIDIA is holding this support, but it couldn't pass this area. So it's either going to come back up and test this area, or it's going to break through this support and head back down. Netflix tried. The SPY, strong, weak, weak. Now it's weak. Now they all fall. That was a close one. That almost closed above our stop loss. And if it did, we would have got out because we always have to follow our rules. We follow our rules, we limit our losses. We don't follow our rules, we get wiped out. That's why we have rules, because we can't trade with our emotions. We must trade with our rules. Must have patience, rules, and you got to stick to them. This bear flag is still intact. Even though it came back up and closed above our resistance here, it didn't close above our resistance here. So this bear flag is still intact. It's still strong. It's actually getting stronger. The SPY is keeping everything up. The only reason why these haven't fallen is because the SPY is strong. Even though the individual stocks are weak, the SPY is what's keeping them afloat. Netflix again couldn't pass. Couldn't close. It's trying really hard. NVIDIA broke through first support. Now it needs to break through second support. So this is why I say we need to be patient, because even though there's a lot of consolidation right here and we're at a loss, we're at an $800 loss right now, and $110 profit on Nvidia. And it's 8:30. So this day is taking a long time to trade because there's a lot of consolidation, consolidation, consolidation. SPY is in an uptrend. It's pretty strong. There was consolidation, and then it broke through the upside, and then it's in an uptrend now. But these stocks aren't participating in this uptrend. They're weaker. Just by that fact that they're not participating in the uptrend, and every time this goes red, weak, these ones get weak. Shows you that these ones are going to be weak today. So any weakness that the SPY shows, it's going to be magnified by these stocks. So Nvidia about to break through support. Netflix could not close above this resistance, so we're in good shape. We didn't have to close our position out. If it closed above our resistance right here, we would have had to get out because of our rules. Our rules insist that we would have to get out. But it didn't. So we stay in and we play the trade out. And this bear flag got even stronger. So now it's falling to the downside. Nvidia, SPY, SPY's falling. These ones are falling. So now they're falling to the downside. So Nvidia breaking through both supports. If it closes below that, that's a great sign. Netflix needs to close below that, and then that's a great sign. So it's 8:37. So it took 2 hours for these guys to pretty much confirm we're going to the downside. I mean, this was pretty good information saying that we're not going to be trending up because S&P broke through and trended up. Nvidia could not break through and it trended down. So as this trended up, this trended down. It was doing the opposite. And every time this had a red candle, this one fell hard. So Netflix down here, we're in break even again, almost 180. Nvidia 460. Nvidia trying to break through that resistance again. SPY looking strong. It's pushing these ones up. Pushing these up. Wait for that red candle and these ones are going to fall. And once it breaks through this resistance or this support, once it closes beneath this and starts to downtrend, they'll fall a lot faster than they are now. So NVIDIA trying to find some life back, try to break through this double resistance area. So right now, our stop loss is up here. Red candle on the SPY. Watch how these act. It looks like it's going green. This one's breaking through resistance. See, Netflix is the weakest one of all of three of these. And that's why it has the bear flag on it. The bear flag means that this one's going way down. Especially a nice developed one like this, where it's wide and it comes in very tight. See, NVIDIA trying to break through. It broke through, closed above. It's almost 9 o'clock. And we're still down on Netflix. And we have a slight profit on NVIDIA. There's a lot of consolidation today. A lot of consolidation. Even though we know direction, even though we know direction is downtrending, even though it just broke the downtrend, know it's downtrending. We know Netflix is downtrending. We see SPY uptrending, but then look at this resistance right here. Is it going to break that resistance or is it going to come back down? When it comes back down to this, that's a lot of red candles. What happens when red candles happen on the SPY? A lot more red candles happen on these. So red candle, red candle, red candle. Rejection of price. Sellers came in here and say, all right, thanks for driving the price up. Now we're going to sell. Netflix, look at that candle, down 225, down 65. Oh, Netflix breaking support, or hitting support at least. NVIDIA coming back down. Netflix only down 80. So even though we bought the puts up here and now it's down here, we're still down 105 because of time decay. So we've been holding these puts for 2.5 hours. It's 9 o'clock. We've been holding for 2.5 hours. So the theta time decay started to eat at them. So now those same puts we bought over here aren't worth same price over here. Now they're worth price down here. But that's okay because we know our direction and we already got it confirmed. We're just waiting for the drop. And we could be patient because once it falls, our profit's going to soar. And we're not going to be worried about the theta that just happened. Price rejection, price rejection, price rejection. Does that look familiar? Same thing that happened right here. And then what happened after this happened? It fell down. I bet you that's what happens now. Price rejection, price rejection, price rejection. Maybe another price rejection and then tumble down. And once this tumbles down, this one will tumble down. This one will tumble down. Negative 155, positive $10. Bear flag still intact. Gonna try it again. Nope. Rejection, 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 rejection. Let's go. See, over here is like the opposite, right? Got support, 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 support. Let's go. But now it's rejection, 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 rejection. Let's go. And here we go. Red candles, red candles, bigger red candles, bigger red candles. Come on, Netflix. NVIDIA. Video breaking through. Netflix not doing anything. NVIDIA we're up 400. Netflix down 200 still. NVIDIA just closed below both supports. Although it's after 9 and I don't really like to trade after 9, there's been so much consolidation. It's like trading after 9 already because there's so much consolidation. So that just means that it's going to continue or it's going to drop off and continue in the same manner but downwards. So it's testing resistance again. Volume isn't that high. So I'm not worried about that. Look at that. Good volume, good volume, good volume, good volume. Lower volume than the rest of them. And this one, as you can see again, SPY green, NVIDIA green, 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 green. The support's holding up. 279.55 holding up. This support right here, holding up. NVIDIA is like flat. It opened here. This is the open. And it's exactly same candle almost from the open to close. That is right there. Open here, closed here. Price rejection again. It's gonna fall. NVIDIA bouncing back up. You see this bear flag a lot more better. So we had big red candle, and then consolidation, and then break to the downside. That flag looks pretty good to me. Broke to the downside, and we're waiting for this one to break as well. NVIDIA broke through. Look at that red candle. No more price rejection. Price rejection, price rejection, price rejection, price rejection, price rejection, price rejection. Look at that candle. Look at that candle. Look at that candle. All beautiful. 80 and then 600. More price rejection. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. So remember, this was our stop loss. We getting past that. Now it's falling, and now it's falling hard. Falling, 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 falling. Let's see. Now we're profiting. 245, 285. Now we're profiting. So once this breaks down here, it's going to continue going. Once this gets back on the other side of this trend line, it'll keep going. $810, $420. So now we're up 1,200. Remember, we were down 1,200. Now we're up 1,200. Well, now we're up 14. So we officially got to close below resistance, or close below support. So now that's resistance. Got to close below both of these supports. So now that's resistance. And this one is going to come fall down to this area. We don't worry about these little green ones. As it passes this, closes above. And let's take this trend line. So that's double resistance now, because these keep going. But it's not passing this resistance anyways, so we're fine. SPY, 2 red sell-off candles. And this candle, buyers try to come in, but the sellers push it back down. So buyers trying to come in, see if they push it back down. Tons of consolidation today. Tons. Consolidation, consolidation. But you see that downside going down, going down. This one's coming down as well. It was uptrending. Now it's coming down, so it's going to be even bigger consolidation. Consolidate, trend up. Now it's consolidate. So it's consolidate here. Now it's consolidating here. Let's see what our trades are doing. 760 on Nvidia, 645 on Netflix, 835 Nvidia, 1440. Let's speed that up a little bit. Okay. All right. Hitting our support on the SPY. Just broke through. Netflix just broke through. SPY, Nvidia hitting our support trend line. See where we're at now. Netflix, we have 1,000. Nvidia, we have 1,000. So we're at 2,000. So our resistance or our support. See, we need to break through that. SPY. Looks like it found support right here on this strong support. See, that was resistance, support, support, now resistance, 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 support, 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 support. So this is strong support right here. Strong support. Let's see. These could bounce back because of the SPY. Doesn't look like it. It's going to test this support again. Netflix, 1,000. Nvidia, 1,000. So we're at $2,000 profit for the day. Let's break through that. Came back, tested this. Looks like it's any breakthrough. As usually when there's a big red candle and then it gaps up to the next candle, usually means it's gonna fill that space and come back down. Netflix breaking through resistance and it's not gonna be able to break through. It's gonna come back down. See where we're at on that. 1,200, 1,000. Maybe spoke too soon. There's no support until this area, maybe a little bit. At this area. See, Nvidia downtrend obviously, but it's hitting this top of the downtrend. It's bouncing. Bounce, 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 bounce. Need a breakthrough. Breakthrough. $2,000. Let's see. So Netflix we're risking 9,000. NVIDIA we're risking 7,000. So let's see what this trade brings us. Netflix breaking to the downside again. NVIDIA slowly trending down. $1,400 on Netflix. SPY breaking through that strong support. If it breaks through that strong support, which it looks like it will, that's a good sign for us. Let's look at that. Big candle, big candle, big candle. 16, 13, 3,000. So Netflix hitting the support areas that we put in. We're at 2,000 on Netflix, 1,400 on Nvidia, 3,600 in total. SPY broke that major support, and it's kind of bouncing off this support now, causing everything else to bounce a little. But look at that volume. This screen had slightly more volume, but it had selling in it. So I take this candle over this one. So all through our price action, we didn't get stopped out. So we got to leave our positions on. We didn't get stopped out on any of it. Price action flowed in our manner, in our favor. Now the SPY is trending down, so these ones will trend down harder. $3,000 still. 3,100. There may be slight support right here. Yep, slight support right there. So let's see, where are we at? 1,600, 2,000, so we're at 3,500. Netflix falling down. 2,300. 16. We're almost at 4,000. So this trend line has been acting as support, but it's still downtrend. So we're at 10.25. It's about 4 hours into trading, and we're at $3,000 profit. It's a slow day. Even though we have a downtrend, it's a slow day because there's a lot of consolidation. But the price action is still in our favor. It hasn't broke through any of our stop losses. So this could be a caution, and this could be our stop loss. So let's see what we have here. 3,200, 30, about 3,200. Let's see here. It's gonna hit this. This is gonna be strong resistance now, and it's gonna come back down. This candle here is just showing that this is not gonna come back up through here easily. This candle, it couldn't break through. Couldn't break through, couldn't break through, couldn't break through, couldn't break through, couldn't break through. Push through hard. And then it tried. It's not going to come through that without a fight. And look at here. No sell off, sell off, sell off. Netflix, down even more. 26, 16, we're at 4,300. See if it closes below that. See if this closes below that, that'd be great. That'd be even better for all of us. So NVIDIA just closed below that. So did the SPY. Look at that Netflix hard candle. See where we're at now. We're at $5,000 profit. So now this is our caution. This is our stop loss. So if this hits, we'll get out. If it closes above this, 276.78, we'll get out. This one needs to keep going. And put our caution here. Put our caution here and our stop loss here. So now we have tight stops. They're pretty tight compared to our other ones. So we're up here. We're at 4,500. So let's see here. Let's go up a little. Okay, it's breaking down. We're at 5,000 again. Coming back. Downtrend. Downtrending. So we got our downtrend, which is great. Strong downtrend. So now this could be our caution, and this is our stop loss. Base trend. Broke through that, and it's falling. This is a good sign for us. Very good sign. Good sign. Good sign. So we're at 455. Got 3,000 on Netflix. 2,500 on Nvidia. See, look at that. Dropping hard. These ones should drop too. Drop. Still at 4,500. So we're risking about 16,500. We just made 5,000. So that's almost 40%. Okay, so this is breaking through our first caution, which is our downtrend. It closes above this, we're out. This one closes above this, we're out. So as you see, this resistance is almost like this resistance. So if that broke above this resistance and closed, this would have broke above this one and closed. Same thing here. That's why we watch the SPY. It's getting close. Breaking his head out. Poking his head out. Poking his head out. Poking his head out. Closed above. This one didn't close above quite. So then we cash out. Netflix. Sell. Mid. Close. NVIDIA. Close. Close. So we closed out. This was our stop loss. We got out. This was our stop loss. We got out. $11 hour left of trading. Made 3,400. Let's see what happens. So it looks like it was a good thing that we got out right there. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see where those close at. So, well, that closed above. Oh. Let's see. Let's see. 5. Let's go. Let's go there. Yep, it was a good thing that we got out. So, let's see here. So now it's going to start uptrending. It's uptrending. So it's going to hit this, test this major resistance. But we got out here and we got out here. So we just saved. Even though we didn't make our full 5,500 that we touched, we're still making a lot more than if we would have got out here. We would have got out here. So that's why we stick to our rules. We can see how it closes. Maybe it closes in our favor. Maybe it closes against us. We'll see what 11:30 brings. So it's a good thing we got out of NVIDIA. The SPY is rebounding. Netflix is rebounding. We got out here. Looks like it came up and it came back down and it came back up, bounced. NVIDIA looks like it's just coming up. So it's a good thing we got out here. So even though we didn't make our full 5,500, we still made 3,500 almost. Made that 3,500, and look, we could have easily lost. This is all the way to our first stop loss. We would have had to get out by then. If we didn't get out here, we didn't get out here, and we didn't get out here, we had to get out here. Netflix, not as strong as NVIDIA. Let's see, 5 minutes to the close. So it kind of consolidated right there. Netflix kind of consolidated right there. So if we would have held this all the way almost to the close, we would have lost big time on NVIDIA, and we would have lost somewhat more on, somewhat but not that much more on Netflix. But we would have been stressed out this whole time. So that's how I traded on Thursday. I think I made a little more like 40% on both Netflix and Nvidia. I might have got out a little sooner than that, but Nvidia definitely I got out. When it hit 230, 239, I was like, this is pretty good. And I think I got out like at 240. And Netflix, I think around the same time, I was like, all right, that's hitting a low. That was hitting a low. I pretty much reduced my positions at that time. Netflix looks like it's sold off at the end of the day. So it's 12 o'clock now. The market's closed. It looks like it's sold off about exactly where we got out. So we saved an hour of worrying and time value. I mean, time decay. But that's how I traded using my price action knowledge that I know on Thursday. Even though it consolidated a lot, this bear flag was telling me that it was going down. And it did. Eventually, after it consolidated a little bit, it shot down. That's a big move. I mean, from 281 to 274, that's a pretty big move. Okay. And NVIDIA hitting resistance at 245.32. That was telling me that it was too weak to pass that. And getting in at 244. And it going all the way down at 239. That's a big move. $14 move. Wait, I'm sorry, not a $14 move. $5 move. $5 move down. That's pretty good. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if there's any questions, you know where to find me, um, in the Facebook group or on YouTube. Just comment and I'll get back to you. But this was Thursday's trading of Netflix and Nvidia. Also traded some Amazon, but I think the Netflix and Nvidia ones were really a nice example of how to use price action in a usual stock. Amazon isn't really a usual stock, it moves a lot differently. But and how I integrate using the SPY in my trading to show exactly the weakness and the moves. As you could see, you know, it rallied. These ones didn't. Well, Nvidia rallied a little bit, but it found weakness. While this one broke through resistance and continued. This one found resistance and failed. That told me there was weakness in this. This one just being weak right off the bat and seeing Nvidia weak, and then when SPY would have red candles, these ones would move even farther down. Like these red candles, big 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 red candles. It's telling me that these are going down. All right, guys, thanks for watching.